I'm Jim Kircher. Here's something people are talking about and studying a lot, and I mean a lot. Why so many American girls who start out interested in science and math as kids don't pursue it when they get older. Now, this is of interest to social scientists, to educators, and corporate recruiters because this is a workforce issue. And that's why companies, organizations, and schools are working to keep girls engaged in the STEM studies, science, technology, engineering, and math. And as part of our continuing American graduate coverage, we stopped in at one program for girls who are at sort of a critical point in their young lives.
And you can do quite a bit of stuff. This is the same code that is used in all of the devices that you guys see around you today.
It looks like a class, sounds like a class, but it's something these girls volunteered for.
Controlled by these same circuits.
A free two-day camp this past summer at the St. Louis Science Center called DigiGirlz. In this room, they're working with electronic components and writing simple code to control what they've assembled. In every activity, they're guided by volunteers.
And all I did is connect these little pieces.
Mostly employees of Microsoft, which started this program in 2000 for girls from 6th grade through high school.
Because this is the time when they're molding and trying to figure out what they want to do. So we do this all around the world, actually.
You should be starting to move on to your final pitch visualization. Remember,
this activity is called the Shark Tank. There are no wires or circuits or computers here. The girls are put in teams to tackle a real-life problem, something to do with energy conservation or helping students in school.
Kind of on top, draw out.
What's your problem? What's your solution to that problem?
This group was working on helping the elderly live independently.
For example, we picked movement and cleaning because we all have grandmas and grandpas who are kind of hard. It's hard for them to move around and clean.
Then they brainstorm, how do I solve that with technology? And they come up with a group presentation and then pitch it to all the other girls.
Remember, the pitch is 90 seconds with like a little bit of overrun.
I would have different attachments to hold different things. It could help stabilize them even when they were walking. And then we were thinking about more motorized so that they wouldn't have to push.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what we do with customers all the time, right? They come in with problems and we have to talk about, can we solve them and how do we solve them? So this is something that we sort of expect the new hires we bring into our organization to have team collaboration and problem-solving skills.
Girls might be turned away from STEM fields if they see them as male-dominated and even as an antisocial career path for loners. Educators say girls who see these fields as collaborative and relevant are more likely to stay interested. This is the 8th year for the DigiGirlz program at the St. Louis Science Center.
The first time we did this here, we had 25 girls. And now we're up to 130 girls that registered. We have about 100 here today, and it's grown over the years, and now we can't keep up almost with the amount of things that are happening. Not only do we provide this, but lots of companies provide support for young women now, and so I have seen it growing. It's not growing fast enough, but it's growing.
So, for example,
so that's progress, but the National Science Foundation says there's room for improvement and that old ideas about girls and science continue to persist. Its website lists what it calls 5 myths about girls and science. That girls are less interested than boys from the start, but studies show they're equally interested, at least in the early grades. That encouraging girls' interest in STEM fields can turn off boys' interest. Foundation says intervention aimed at girls helps everybody. That science and math teachers are no longer biased towards their male students, but in many classrooms the biases continue. And if girls aren't interested in science and math, there's not much parents can do. In fact, parental and teacher support is critical. And then there's myth number 5, that changing the STEM curriculum in college will water down important sink or swim coursework. The foundation says the idea of weeding out weaker students actually works against women because they're more likely to drop out of a science field if they're not getting top grades, while male students with the same grades will tend to stick it out. One of the effective ways of generating and maintaining girls' interest in STEM fields is mentoring, role models, and you'll find DigiGirlz alums coming back to help out. Lexi Boyer's a college student who is also now running her own party entertainment company, and she's back for her 2nd year as a mentor.
Here at DigiGirlz, I was so impressed by the number of executive women that came in and shared their stories, shared their success stories on how they were able to really tackle any kind of problem, and they themselves were able to do anything they wanted, and that inspired me. I thought to myself, I want to be just like these women.
I came my freshman year of high school just to get a better understanding of computer engineering, the STEM program, and it just kind of stuck with me throughout the year. So that's kind of...
You've carried it on. What are you studying in college?
Computer science, yeah.
So it had a big impact on you?
A very big impact on me, yes.
So, executive women, volunteers, if you want to just sit across...
Even lunch comes with a lesson. Women in business and technology and science are invited to meet with the girls one-on-one in a kind of speed networking activity.
Maybe ask questions, of course, again, support, network.
Just kind of just starting into that. My sister went through that. A coach or a manager would want to understand.
We want to make sure that these women have the same opportunities that the boys have, and that they are supported in it. Because when they were younger, they were given different messages. So we just need to change that conversation. And if they're excited about technology, math, science, engineering, then let's do it and let's support that.
So competition, okay?
Science pretty much controls everything. Technology controls everything. Like, we breathe technology. Science is like the new tomorrow.